Alrighty, welcome everyone, and thank you all for being here as we welcome the 9th women's basketball coach in Marshall women's basketball history. Just a few minutes, we will hear from Marshall President Brad Smith, AD Christian Spears, and our new head coach, Juli Fulks. Once Coach Fulks is done speaking, we will have a short Q&A session, then close the ceremony. Those wishing to ask a question can raise their hand, and David O'Leary will get you the microphone to ask that question. Coach Fulks will also be available for a media session following today's ceremony back in the corner up against the backdrop there. For me personally, this is an exciting day. A lot of people don't know this. Coach Fulks didn't know this whenever I called her the other day to congratulate her on the position. My daughter went to one of her camps as a middle schooler at Transylvania University. Now, if you all know anything about teenage girls, and mine turned 17 last week, you know that they forget about a lot of things. But something that really resonated with me about Coach Fulks was the fact that my daughter at 17 years old still talks about that camp to this day. I believe that shows who we're getting from a community and a culture standpoint, and that's very exciting for me personally. The next person I'm going to bring up here is somebody that is no stranger to community and culture either. When you look at Marshall University, the state of West Virginia, and inspiration, there is nobody higher. Me being from Wayne County, obviously this guy means a lot to me. Ladies and gentlemen, our president, Brad Smith.
All right, good morning and welcome to another exciting moment in Marshall athletics. This past season across the country, we saw NCAA women's basketball reach new heights. From superstar talent to tremendous teamwork, from record-shattering attendance to the media ratings, everyone across the country got to see what we already knew. Women's basketball is incredibly competitive, it is entertaining, and it is on the rise. And Marshall University played a very important role in the national landscape this year and making that come true. We had an incredible season, a record-setting season. Our women student athletes thrilled our fans, won the Seven Belt Conference, and got us back to the dance for the first time since 1997. Let's please give them a tremendous round of applause. We also celebrate the coach and the staff that made that happen. We wish Coach Kim Caldwell tremendous success as she leads the Lady Vols in Knoxville, Tennessee. But we also boxes and even more. Coach Juli Fulks knows us because she is us. She's from our region. She's a first-generation college student herself. She's innovative and unafraid to change the game to level the playing field. She is committed to her student athletes, and she is a winner. She's a national champion. I will tell you, people said, are we going to be able to catch lightning in a bottle twice? And I will say to you, I don't think we not only caught lightning in the bottle twice, we've now unleashed a storm of success that will carry on for years to come. Her visionary leadership will propel our program to the next level, and I cannot wait to see the magic that will happen in the can under Coach Juli Fulks' leadership. Welcome, Coach Fulks. And now I'll bring Christian Spears up.
You know, like we always talk about, how the heck do you follow Brad Smith, right? What an unbelievable leader we have here at Marshall as our president. Each and every time we've had a head coaching search and I've brought a candidate to Brad, the way he makes that person feel about the opportunity here is really second to none. So we should all be so grateful for the leadership we have in our president's office. Thank you, Brad, for all you do. You know, every head coaching search is different. Every one of them is different because it comes with a context, a situation, a set of circumstances that you don't normally see. Sometimes you have time to prepare and plan. Other times the moment needs to happen immediately, and how do you get there as quickly as you can? Who do you involve in that process? Who do you help achieve the thing that you're striving for? A person that could lead our program and take over and be a part of our community. So I want to thank our head coaches that participated in this process. You were instrumental to that. Corny, thank you for being there. Gray Beals, thank you for taking the time to do that. I think on game day as well, appreciate that immensely. Morgan Zirkle, are you in here? Are you?
Morgan, thank you for your help, even though I don't see you here today. You know, it takes all of us, our support staff, Beatrice, our team that helped us recruit this person. You know who you are. I just can't thank you enough for what you did. And I think Julie needed to see it, right? Because she thinks about things a little deeper and wants to know things a little bit more holistically because of her background and her understanding of what it takes to be successful. She also had a conversation with Kim, and she asked me, hey, Christian, do you mind if I call Coach Caldwell? And I was like, yes, please do that, right? Connected them with the cell, and Kim's quote back to me, I love her, she's amazing, she's hungry, she wants to be there, make that happen. You have my full support. And so thank you, Kim, for what you did to build our program into an NCAA competitor, and then helping us, achieve our next level of great with Juli. This truly is a gift, being able to bring someone to a campus that inspires young people to reach their full potential. And I know our women's basketball team, having seen what we all saw together in the locker room about 10 minutes ago, know that we are going to be guided towards greatness, and we are going to have someone who's extremely motivated to mentor, and we are going to be empowered to execute at a super high level. But this gift is easy to see sometimes, right? How do you know someone's going to be great? How do you know, right? Is it their record, 400 wins, a national championship? Is it their intellect, literally brings neuroscience into the game and analytics to approach offensive and defensive philosophies? Is it culture? The family environment that Juli will create will be second to none. Will be second to none. She pours into the culture piece. We will be a family. She will be a part of it. It is not cliche. It is real. And finally, the transformational experience our student athletes have. We are not going to shy away from the transactional one. But gosh darn it, what's going to make us great is the transformational one that we do, right? Helping these young women be the leaders that they're going to be. Juli Fulks is going to do that. We're going to win games, but we're going to have amazing young women that represent Marshall after. And I can't wait for her to get started. The 9th head coach in the history of Marshall women's basketball, Juli Fulks.
Well, thank you. I greatly appreciate everybody coming out tonight. We are so excited. A week ago when I got the phone call from Christian, immediately I had some other people starting to text me who knew him, and they just started saying great things. And when I had a chance to talk to him that night, he led with what an amazing president Brad Smith would be. Marshall has such a long and amazing history, and I really appreciate one of the things President Smith just said about rising. I believe that when everybody rises and elevates each other, we get a chance to celebrate things. And so today on the flight over, our pilot just started telling me all the great things the aviation program was doing. Last week when I was here, I got to hear all the great things that all the academic programs were doing. And as I started digging deeper, I started seeing all of the great things and the continued rise in athletics. And when I was thinking about the next step in my journey, the one thing I knew is I wanted to work at a place that valued the student athletes and expanding the experience in rising. I'm a huge believer a rising tide lifts all boats. And so our job on the women's basketball team is to not only take what you guys did last year, which was absolutely amazing, but our job is to continue growing and be a part of that journey for the whole university. I want to thank my family that's here today. I want to thank one of our board of governors whose daughter is here who played for me. It is truly an honor just to step into this gym and know what we're going to do. I really do believe in the transformational abilities of athletics. Our job is to take these young women and help them grow, not only as student athletes, which matters, but helps them grow as people, as leaders, as future professionals. My job is to make sure they feel seen every single day, that we know what they care about, what matters to them, not only on the court, but off. And our other job is to chase championships. That piece matters. The only way you win championships is by doing all the work that it takes. You can't earn those without the time. And you learn lessons about yourself that don't come any other way. You cannot play it safe while chasing championships. And so we're going to start right away on building what they did last year. They have been incredibly kind and gracious with their time this past week. They've started telling me about their successes. They've told me about what they want to do moving forward. And I'm here to say, we are ready to keep helping this place rise. And we're excited to get started. The staff is starting to fall in place. We're ready to bring new members of the herd together. I am proud to be working at another place that has great mascots. I love the Thundering Herd. We are ready to make that be heard and powerful. And so thank you today. Thank you for all your future support. This community, one of the last things I did yesterday in Lexington was a women's scholarship event, because I believe in the power of education changing lives. And the best part was I walked in and half the crowd was in green. And we had people come over from Huntington and Ashland in this community to celebrate that cause. And it's just been the continual reaffirming. There is nobody you can find that does not love Huntington, West Virginia, and this community. It is the theme. There's a passion about this university, and I love being a part of that. I'm so grateful to be here and be a part of that. So thank you so much again. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Brad, for allowing me this opportunity. I'm excited to see what all of us in here do together. Thank you.
All right, once again, we'll get to the Q&A portion of everything. If you have a question, please raise your hand and David will get the mic to you.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations. What does a Juli Fulks team look like on the court? When we see your team take the court for the first time, what can we expect?
That's a great question. Well, first off, I want us to have a team that has fun. I think the infectious ability of athletics matters. And you can tell when a team loves to be there, enjoys playing for their teammates, and has trust and faith in each other, but willing to make mistakes too. And so I think when you see us on the court, you are going to understand what is the system in place. I hope you understand why we're doing it. Maybe we can talk about that after. But I really believe you're going to see a group of women who have a common goal and really show the joy of the game while having success.
Hi, Coach. Welcome and congratulations. When you thought about this job, And having seen what Coach Caldwell did and moving up now from Division III, what's it say about your ambition and your motivation that you wanted to take this challenge?
Yeah, I think, as I had alluded to earlier, chasing championships is fun. And I was so impressed with what she did. Obviously I was close by. I've followed her career. And so it was really exciting to see that next step. And so for me, it was very motivating to know that you could do it, to know that there was a support system in place who believed in it. Not all athletic departments are built the same and have the same goals. And so I wanted to be at a place that allowed us that true opportunity to not only grow, and I hope we have a group that's just our new baseline. Like, we want that to be, we expect to be at the top of the Sun Belt, and we want to be in the race for the NCAA tournament every single year. And so rising that standard. So I'm excited about that opportunity. I know the challenges that come with it, and we're ready to overcome those.
Hi, Coach. Tim Stevens with the Herald-Dispatch. We hear a lot about analytics with you. Can you delve into that a little bit and tell us what that looks like on the court?
Sorry, could you repeat the first half?
I'm sorry. We've heard a lot about analytics with you. Can you delve into that a little bit and tell us what that looks like on the court?
Yeah, we can talk about that. I was a biology background, and I have a master's in education and a PhD in leadership science. But the whole theme of probably a lot of my personality is I'm a systems thinker. I like to know why things work and how to make them work efficiently. And so basketball, even when we're playing fast, playing slow, we generally know about how many possessions we're going to get. And so I like to understand how can we be the most efficient on every possession and work backwards from there, which will start with what are their strengths. As we watch film and as we talk about this together, what are the things that we're going to be great at? How does that play into our systems? And so we could talk about it from a rebounding, piece. We've done a lot of analytics on before and after the rule changes at different levels. What are the most important factors that show up in teams that win championships? So we can have some long conversations about the math, but I do believe in making the math play to our favor because it is a finite game that we can understand.
Luke Creasy, also with the Herald-Dispatch. When you look at the recruiting aspect of things and trying to fill some holes on the roster, and looking at keeping the girls who were here still here, what do you see as your biggest needs as far as building your team, and what kind of athletes are you going after?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, our first and foremost, I'm very excited that this group is here. And you talked about the retaining of this team, and that is a really important piece. They're loved by this community, and it is my job to do everything to help them feel less certain. But there were pieces that graduated. And so, the reality is as you continue to move up, there is a speed and size that play factors into this. And so we are going to work on that part. We want to get bigger. We want to be able to compete on the boards in a different way and be able to expand on the pieces that we have already. So we are in it. We're in the portal. We're moving, and we're going to just keep growing.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Given the analytics and me being a stats guy, anybody that knows me knows I love stats. Let me throw out a few for you. 97-3. That's this lady's record over the last 100 games. 43.6. Their scoring defense, which led all divisions of NCAA basketball. Those are things to look forward to. Those are things that are very exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, the 9th coach in Marshall women's basketball history, Juli Fulks.
We will have open practices. We're happy with people coming along.
Alrighty, thank you all for coming out. Media members, if you would like to situate back in the back. Also, Brad and Christian will get a picture up against the black backdrop as well. Thank everyone for coming.